So, the top 5 benefits of being a low budget filmmaker. Number 1, you don't have like a writer telling you how to write. You can just write your own stories, the things you want to write, and not just tell the writer an idea and he gets it completely wrong, and he writes a completely wrong story that you have to throw away after that. But as a low budget filmmaker, most of the people write their own stories, or they're like let one of their friends write, and they can tell everything specifically how they want it to be. So number two. So, well, most of the time when you are a filmmaker, at least what I thought, sometimes I wasn't by a filmmaker, but just another company, but sometimes it can be really awkward filming with people that you don't really know. But as a low budget filmmaker, most of the time you actually just ask your parents or your friends or people you know to act in your short film with you sometimes too, and that, in my opinion, can be really less more awkward than acting with people you don't really know yet. And yeah, sure, you can do rehearsals and stuff like that, like the really big budget movies, but it's just that takes up a lot of time. And as a low budget filmmaker, well, you have that time and maybe you can do it, but sometimes I just don't have the patience for stuff like that. So yeah. Number 3 is, well, most of the time it takes up a lot of time to be like in a movie as an actor, a director, maybe a sound guy or whatever, or the cameraman. But as a low budget filmmaker, most of the time you can just either ask people you know or be it yourself if you want to be it, and it doesn't take up a lot of time. You don't have to audition most of the time. Some people do it. I'm not a big fan of it as a low budget filmmaker, but you can just be a cameraman, upload it on YouTube, get feedback, and yeah. So number 4 is you can actually make a lot of mistakes as a low budget filmmaker. I mean, as a big filmmaker with a big company and a big budget, if you make a lot of mistakes in a movie, people will notice it, and people will actually tell you on the movie they won't like it. Maybe Rotten Tomatoes will put it at 5% or something like that. But as a low budget filmmaker, it's okay to make mistakes. It's still okay to make mistakes. You just make a short film, you make mistakes in it, that's good. You upload it to YouTube, you probably will get feedback from those mistakes, and you'll learn from those mistakes. And number 5 is you don't have to have a lot of equipment to bring with you, like the big budget filmmakers, or big budget. I mean big budget like on YouTube, or like movies in the cinemas. But most of them have big cameras, big tripods, and a lot of cameras, and a lot of tripods, and a lot of microphones that they'll have to bring with them, with like a truck or something like that. But as a low budget filmmaker, you can just maybe buy a little lamp. You can put that in a case, as easy as that, and you can just buy a lamp, buy a microphone, buy a camera, and just do whatever you want to do, film whatever you want to film. And the stuff that I have, all of it, most of the time when I bring it outside, I can just put most of it in my pocket of my pants, or in my pockets of my coat, and can just bring it with me. And you don't have to have a lot of equipment that you have to carry or whatever. So those were my top 5. Maybe put like your top. Can you maybe put your top 5 in the comments, and maybe if I haven't said one that really annoys you about being a big budget filmmaker, or think it will annoy you as being a big budget filmmaker. And yeah, well, I also make and I also make visual effects tutorials. So maybe see that. I have been away for a while, but I'm back probably. Yeah, probably. And just check my visual effects tutorials out. Like if you like this video, like I said, comment below your top 5. And just if you like this video, subscribe or check some of my other videos out. And if you like one of those, subscribe. And if you don't like them, don't subscribe. So yeah, well, thank you for watching and bye.